When I read ayats from the Quran, I like to read and study it, and then study what's happening around. Look at this ayat. وَمَا كَانَ لِنَفْسٍ أَن تَمُوتَ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ كِتَابٍ مُؤَجَّلًا. No soul can die except by the permission of Allah. Is written in the book. How come a person is shot 15 times point blank range and live, and another person slips on a banana peeling and die? I actually read about a woman who fell from a plane and lived. Yeah, fell on some real soft mud and lived. Why? It's Allah. You see, the tendency with young people to think that death is the monopoly for old people. But according to this ayat, Allah takes people at different stages. How come a woman carries a baby 8 months and maybe have a miscarriage? Or a baby is born and lives for 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. Some people die at 2, some at 5, some 15, some 20. Another person lives to be 120. Why? Allah. So let me tell you what I studied and found out. The World Health Organization estimates that in 1990, about 13.1 million children under the age of 5 died in 1 year. Monopoly, death, not for old people. Of this total, 9.4 million were less than 1 year old, and 3.7 million were 1 to 4 years old. He said, oh, but that's for the developing nations, not like a country like America. Well, let's look at it. Look at this. Last year, the last time this figure was taken, approximately 2,268,000 deaths in the United States, right? Wouldn't it be nice to figure out of those people that died, what ages did they die? I did the research, and let me share this with you before we close out. Under 1 year old, 33,300 babies died in the United States. From 5 to 14 years old, 1 to 4 years old, 7,020. From 5 to 14 years old, 8,740. From 15 to 34, how many of you 15 to 34, raise your hand. Raise them up high. I'm talking about your category now. 15 to 34, 59,740 people died. From 25 to 34, 59,740. From 35 to 44, 95,920. So forth and so on. Brothers and sisters, the reason that I mention all of this is that soon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to take us. Or He's going to make us live a long, long time. The key to the success of life is don't wait. Change right now the currency that you have in this world and change it over to the hereafter. And how we do that? inshallah, is work for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is why we're told in the Quran, أَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ, spend out of what we have provided for you before death comes and there's no more spending. And on that day, inshallah, all of us will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for a little bit more time to do what? To go back, to do some more good deeds.